Oxytocin is called a love hormone, it increases bonding, it increases neuroplasticity, it enhances human connection. Even not only human connection, even in animals, there is significant research that is showing, whenever the oxytocin releases, it strengthens the bond. So one is the love hormone, but on the other side is a stress hormone, which are not adrenaline, cortisol. So whenever a child is going through a difficult time, the stress response is elevated, which means it increases the brain fight and flight response. Either the child is more angry, more irritable, more frustrated, or being more isolated, being more depressed, or going to their room and not talking, and maybe on their social media and trying to forget or numb their feeling. So when child is going through some difficult time, in their brain the stress hormones is elevated. So if you want your child to cope with that stress, if you want your child to learn out of this experience, if you want your child to share what they are going through with you, they need love hormone, not the stress hormone, which means they are not producing in that moment those love hormones. Where those hormones need to come? From the parents. But in that moment, if parents start comparing, start yelling, start screaming, no doubt their intentions might be right to help their children. But if they're not mindful about their tone, if they're not mindful about their words, if they're not mindful about their body language, it may trigger more stress response. No matter how much experience you have as a parent, what qualification you have as a child psychiatrist, psychologist, parent coach, you name it, you can have all those qualifications in your life, in your history. But if you are creating more stress, it is adding more stress to their brain, and that is leading to more anger and more irritability. So how to counteract this? Through your love hormone, through the oxytocin. And how does that produce? You try to listen, you try to understand, you try to validate, you try to calm down yourself and remind yourself that in that moment your child needs the most kind of you, the most empathic of you, the most understanding of you. And it's very hard to be that compassionate in that moment. But please keep reminding, my child needs me the most in that moment. My child needs calmness, soothing, guidance, not more stress. So how can you do it? Try to validate their feeling. Try to understand the situation first. Try to listen. Try to ask more questions. Try to be more explorative, and try to share, their concern. Try to, whatever the child is saying, you can more actively listening, more empathy, more kindness. So when you try to do all those things, when you bring connection before correction, you will see that your child will start listening to you. Your child will start connecting with you. Your child will be more, able to cope these stresses in a more healthier way. So please remember, when child is going through some difficult time, the child need more love hormone, not more stress hormone.